Hello, and welcome to My Name is You, and it's the only unusual thing in my life. Uh, it started up with a weird quote. I don't remember it because I wasn't really paying attention to it. Um, but, and then it just asked me if I speak English or Russian. So let's get into it.
I suppose I will start at the very beginning.
I actually sit up for this.
Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there lived you. Despite his unusual name, his life was hardly any different from others. It was an unusually usual day when he was getting ready to go to work.
Okay.
2 hours of sleep. What a formality, he said to himself, glancing at his watch. He was used to working at night, just as he was used to never having days off.
Oof. Dude, you need to take care of yourself.
That morning, the buttons on his shirt were fastened faster than usual.
What are they, like auto buttoning shirts? What the hell?
This was not by chance. The tear-off calendar boldly declared Friday, April 3rd.
Okay.
It reminded him that there were only 3 workdays before his holiday, and there was no room for mistakes.
Ah, shit. Okay.
His room in a communal apartment was not very big, so it did not take him long to pack. Having got dressed, he quietly walked past the neighbors' rooms into the hallway.
Okay.
Somebody was snoring loudly in the furthest room, which caused you to smile for some reason.
Hmm. I know he's talking about the character, but when it's like that thing of like monkey, monkey is saying you must do, and I just like grinned. I don't know why.
He walked up to the front door and accidentally stepped on a pile of letters. Picking up the envelopes, he saw his name on one of them. You automatically put it in his pocket and walked out.
Okay.
The thought that next Sunday a huge stone would be removed from the entrance to the crypt of his existence by the power of labor legislation kept you going.
Okay. This game does have chapters. I'm gonna read the letter. I'm going to read the letter later, maybe when I get home after I work. So I'm hurrying to work.
The trip to work took him by several blocks.
I forgot I need to click to keep going.
He considered early morning to be an extremely pleasant time of day. Universal euphoria. Although euphoria usually precedes inevitable death. As soon as he went into the park, he saw a kid in ragged clothes running away from a pack of stray dogs.
Okay.
His eyes caught a swiftly ticking clock hand.
Is this just a game of morality? Of course I'm going to help.
Even though Yu had been scared of dogs since childhood, he was going to run to the kid's aid. But the latter stumbled and fell down on the pavement, and the dogs lost all interest in him. Yu had nothing to do with the outcome of events, but he was filled with pride for his desire to help the boy that he did not even know. It made him come up to the kid, who was sitting on the ground with a bloody knee and a toothless smile, not because of the fall, but due to his age.
Okay, now I have a question. Am I controlling you? Not you as the viewer, but you as the main character of the game. Or is you fully in control and we are you? This is so difficult. Let's give him a name. Let's give him a proper name. Not some random bullshit word you. How about Steve? So every time the game references you as the video game character, it's Steve.
Yu was about to give the kid a handkerchief with his initials on it when he noticed it had fresh traces of his own blood. So he just asked, "Can I do something for you?"
Thank you, sir. I am okay. They did not mean to hurt me.
At that moment, Yu saw his boss in the distance and hurried to work, shouting a quick, "Be careful," over his shoulder.
Be careful. Dang. The boss is really dead tone.
On the way to the office, the thought about how strange it felt to be addressed as Sir bounced around in his head. Although he had passed a 30-year-old milestone, he felt closer to the kid with a bloody knee than to sirs of any kind, even the least important of them. Yu went up 3 flights of stairs and found himself on the top floor. It was the office of the insurance company where he worked.
Oh great, he works for insurance.
The door was unlocked. Was he late? He tried to walk in, but was stopped by a stranger. "Wait! Where are you going?" Before Yu could give a proper response to the cad, his boss came up the stairs, struggling to catch his breath, and did it himself. "Let him in."
Oh god, that...
They both entered the office, and the boss walked Yu to his desk, where he explained the situation to him in private. "That is Frank, my distant relative. He needs to do an internship, so he is going to work here for a while."
From New York. Mobster, eh? I'm sorry, but that... Just the Simpsons of Fat Tony just sprang to my mind. I don't know why.
"As who?" "As a security guard." To avoid any further questions, the boss turned around and went to his office.
Okay.
"An internship as a security guard in an insurance company, fitting in 2 rooms. Ridiculous. If I was blessed with a writing talent, I would definitely immortalize this," Yu thought.
As Steve thought. Because we are no longer calling ourselves you as the video game character. Jesus, this is really, really confusing.
Yu got down to some clerical work. Yu found a moment and took the morning letter out of his pocket.
Or I can read it here instead. Okay.
Glancing at the address line, a chill went through Yu's body for a split second. From Dorina.
Ooh. Fancy X from our past.
Yu was confused by the seal on the envelope, indicating the place of departure. No leave grad. "Is she really coming back to Kenlot?" he said out loud. Suddenly, there was a curious voice saying, "Who is coming?" Yu did not answer and continued reading.
Ah, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Dear you, my doctor's suspicions are confirmed. I have the same disease that struck you. I thought it over and decided that we need to break up.
It may seem that something like this should bring people closer, but it would be unfair to myself. We can have our last date on the morning of April 3rd in the Seafront Cafe, and then I will leave Cannot and go abroad.
Ah, so current girlfriend. I'm not even gonna finish the rest of my thought. Okay.
He felt dizzy.
Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. What should I go for? Go to the cafe? Stay at work. I think I'll go to the cafe. Because human beings need to talk stuff out with, like, heavy subjects, with breaking up and other things like that. So yeah, I'm going to the cafe. We can catch
You
up on our
hurried
work.
to the cafe. It is uncertain whether he actually wanted to find her there or hoped for the opposite. One way or another, when he was in the appointed place, Dorina was not there.
Mmm.
All emotions left you in an instant.
Okay. And also the guy's voice for trying to do the girl's voice. Yeah, the gender trying to do the opposite gender is hard, because deep low from a high feminine. You get what I'm saying. I don't need to explain it.
He saw the kid on the porch of the cafe veranda.
Fancy cafe.
The kid was looking at him, squinting in an odd way. Why are you squinting?
I am not. I mean, I closed my eye on purpose. Go ahead. Close one eye.
You covered his right eye with his hand to humor the kid.
Feels strange.
Do not open. I did it to remember about the mercy that life bestows on us. You get used to having just one eye, and then it turns out you have another. Or here's another thing. Hold your breath.
The sticker is cool. It just kicked in. Huh. What? Okay.
Old photos are lost in cigarette ash. It's time for cocaine, tangled in common past. No hope left for today. It all happens so fast. Cigarettes then cocaine. No hope left for today. Cigarettes then cocaine.
Wait, is there an actual person named Hugh? Okay. Um. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna be playing more of this since there's chapters. Um. But I'll leave it. I'll leave this video here. Ah, excuse me. I have no thoughts about this right now. It it's kind of like when you're going along with something and you're just riding the wave. I'm just riding the wave with this. So yeah. So if you guys, so thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, and if you really liked it, subscribe. And if and when you do subscribe, hit the bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.